Well, this was a hard-fought affair, but Nikita Kucherov with a night once again.
Yes, another unreal display of hockey last night from Nikita Kucherov. The winger is putting together one of the best stretches of hockey I have witnessed in my entire life. Last night he joined Mario Lemieux as now the only two players to put up 75 points in a 33-game span. Lemieux did this in 1995-96. And since November 22nd, in 46 games, Kucherov has recorded 31 goals, 68 assists, good enough for 99 points, which over a full 82-game schedule, at this rate, he'd be on pace for a 176-point season. Need I remind you, he's a winger. Also in that 46-game stretch, he'd be the top scorer on 25 teams from last season. Yes, you heard that correctly. In that 46-game stretch, he was able to put up 99 points. Last year, he would be the top scorer on 25 teams. 25 teams. There's only 7 teams that had players with more points than that played a full season. You know, that's 46 games? 99 points in 46 games. He also has more 4-point games than 0-point games this season. In his last 10 games, he has 23 points. And in his last 3 games, he has 12 points. So what I'm getting at is Nikita Kucherov once again the most underrated player in the NHL? If you've been following the channel all season long, it's a question I've been asking quite a bit because it hasn't been this close in quite some time. I think it was pretty unanimous from when he entered the league until maybe the last 2 seasons that in fact Connor McDavid was 100% the best player in the world. But over the last few seasons, players like Nathan MacKinnon and Nikita Kucherov have had something to say about that. And I think this is a completely fair conversation to have. I made a video at the beginning of the season saying right now Nathan MacKinnon is the best player in the world. And then McDavid had a monster December, so I said, you know what? I think McDavid is in fact the best player in the world again. But man, what Nikita Kucherov has been able to do for the last few months is truly amazing. Something not even Nathan MacKinnon or Connor McDavid have been able to do. So now I ask the question, is Nikita Kucherov the best player in the world right now? Let's talk about it. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy, we got a good one today. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video on YouTube, Trev, and I really appreciate all the continued support. I love doing these kind of videos. I want to have a good conversation here. I've talked a lot about the Oilers. It's kind of what I started the channel with, was a lot of Oilers discussion, but I like talking about, just everything going on in the NHL as a whole, and that's what I've been doing as of late. I feel like I've mixed in a little bit of Oilers talk, but I can just already tell, like, oh, Oilers fans are just going to be like, no, McDavid's the best. McDavid's the best. How could you even ask that? And I'm sorry, but there is a conversation to be had right now about, just like how at the beginning of the season, it was totally fair for people to say, no, Nathan MacKinnon right now is the best player in all of hockey. And like I said, obviously Connor McDavid, he went on that wicked stretch, matched a career high and for the longest point streak, I believe, in December. He was clipping at like a 2-point per game pace in December. And I just want to say that in December. Nikita Kucherov has been clipping at above a 2-point per game pace for like 4 months now, or like 3 months since November, December, January, February, March, 5 months maybe. So that is incredible. Take what McDavid did. Yeah, that was awesome. In 1 month, times it by 5. Is that how it works? 1 times 5? Is that 5? Or is that 1? I get confused by my times tables. Is 0, when you times something by 0, it's 0, right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Talking about
the numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Where are they brought?
I don't know anything about any numbers.
What about...
Anyway, yeah, you guys already know what to do. Drop a comment down below. I'm very, very curious. Seriously, I want to see how many comments we can get. If your comment gets the most likes in my next video, I'll be giving it a shout out. So drop a comment down below and engage with every single one. And leave a like, We're also on the cusp. You're so close to hitting 7K subs. So if you guys could help me out, that would be dope. But with all that being said, let's get right into this. Okay, so Nikita Kucherov, is he the best player in the world right now? Drum roll. It would be tough to argue against that. Yes, as a matter of fact, he is. Like, I'm sorry. Does that mean he, like, like it's an interesting question because right now, is he playing like the best player in the world? Like right now, he is playing like the best player in the world, but there is still as a whole, who is the best player in the world? And that's the bigger question. But right now, for sure, there's no debating the fact that Nikita Kucherov is playing like the best player in the world. Just look at the stats. Look what he's been able to do. It hasn't been just like a 1 week thing. The first star of the week, you put up like really good numbers. No, this has been like a few months now, which is incredible. And again, I also asked that same question. Is he, again, the most underrated player in the NHL? And I think the answer is yes, man. Like, could you imagine if Nikita Kucherov was in a Canadian market? Like, he really only gets his credits and the love, like, when I feel like when he's in Canada, like, he's doing the Canadian stretch here, which is just in Vancouver, obviously, and so a lot of people and media are talking about his heroics as of late, but he's just kind of buried in Sunshine, Florida, and, you got the McDavids of the world up here. MacKinnon definitely, because he's Canadian, probably as well, gets a lot more love. Same with Makar, for that matter, but I'm telling you, man, I think he has to be the most underrated player in the NHL right now, and he's also the best player in the NHL right now. It is crazy what he's been able to do, and I think I've got, I've played into that quite a bit. Like, he's good. Yeah, I have him in my top 5. I think I've had him in my top 5 for the last, few years. But the fact of the matter is, also in my top 5, I think I've had Draisaitl over Nikita Kucherov, and I don't think there's no way. I'm sorry, Draisaitl is a beast. Regular season and playoffs, like, that's a little bit different because if you looked at Nikita Kucherov's playoff numbers in the last few seasons, they've dipped significantly. He hasn't really done a heck of a whole lot, and that's where, Draisaitl, McDavid definitely would give them the edge. Nathan MacKinnon as well. But as far as regular season goes, I'm telling you, like, it's MacKinnon, it's McDavid. Who's 1 and 2? Who's 1 and 2? You know what? No, I would be totally okay if people started putting, and people probably have, but again, I don't know if it's just because it's the speed that Nathan MacKinnon and Connor McDavid have that people just get drawn to that and be like, nope, like those two are by far, look how fast they are. Look at the highlight reel moves they do on every single night. And Nikita Kucherov, he does that, but it's subtle plays. It's nothing as flashy as Connor McDavid and Nathan MacKinnon. So maybe that's another reason why, but the fact of the matter is, like, how he gets his points, it's awesome, man. Like, watching him last night against the Oilers, you're just kind of in awe because he doesn't need that speed. He slows down the game. He's kind of, Draisaitl, I feel like, is a little bit like that as well. They just slow it down. They let people come to you, and then that just opens up space. Like you saw in the one goal last night that Jake Gensel scored on the power play. He let Evan Bouchard just come to me. You want it? Come to me. Sure, sounds good. I'll give it to Jake Gensel. It leads to a goal. Like, he wheels, like he reels people in, and then that's when he strikes, which is so cool. And like Nathan MacKinnon was asked this offseason, who is his favorite player to watch? Who is, one of the most skilled players if he could have some of his attributes, yada, yada, yada. He was like, oh, it's got to be Nikita Kucherov.
I know the answer, but I'll ask it anyway.
You do?
For you. Yeah, like who do you like to watch, or who's somebody that you like really appreciate their game?
You, man.
I know who it is, but you can say
who is it?
Kucherov.
Yeah, I like Kuch. Yeah, I like Kuch. Well, I like Kuch because he's like the opposite of what I do. I'm like choppy and like, I don't know, out of control. He's just so smooth. There's not a whole lot of smoothness to my game. So.
Another thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately is, could you imagine if Nikita Kucherov had that McDavid and MacKinnon speed to his arsenal? Like, if he had that, like, how many points would this guy be putting up? So it blows my mind the fact that he is as effective as he is without the speed, which then goes to my next thing. I think it's not even close. Nikita Kucherov is by far the smartest hockey player in the NHL right now. Like, that is one thing I'm so confident in saying, because that's smarts. At the end of the day, it is all smarts. That's how he gets his points. It's not from being the most flashiest player out there. It's not, even though he can make some really nice plays. He's got some sick dangles, but it's his hockey IQ and his hockey smarts is just off the charts. It really, really is. And I know Patty Maroon, he's talked about it, just playing, when he got traded to Tampa, and just when he'd go out there and he'd be practicing with Nikita Kucherov, he was like, man, like I thought I was impressed with playing with Connor McDavid and watching him practice, but the stuff he saw Kucherov do is like stuff he's never even thought about, that you could practice that in practice. So it's unreal stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of going all over the place with this video, but I just feel like Nikita Kucherov, he deserves some damn respect. He absolutely does. And going forward, man, like in my top fives, like I do a top five, who's the best player, or, in the NHL right now, who's the best hockey player in the world. I've done that the last few seasons, and I've always had him in my top five, but no, like it's about damn time that he gets much more respect from media, from fans, and he won the 10 Lindsay. Like, that's another thing. He is on pace right now. He's currently leading the league in scoring. That would be 3 years in a row. He's won the Art Ross in the McDavid era, which is kind of insane to comprehend, and he hasn't won a single Hart trophy in that. If he goes on to win the Art Ross this year, which I think he will, he's got, the fact that he didn't win the Hart last 2 years.
You kidding me?
And then this year, if he wins the Art Ross, does he win the Hart? Like, I don't think he will. I really don't, which is kind of crazy, because he deserves more respect. Like, what he's been able to do, it is incredible. I will say, though, he won the Ted Lindsay last year, which some say that is a lot more, that's a cooler award, because that's voted, if you didn't know, it's voted amongst the players, not the writers. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the Ted Lindsay again, maybe, but it's just absolutely insane what this guy is doing right now, and it's fun. And I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think he's the best player in the world? It's kind of cool that it's, and as much as I love, growing up being an Oilers fan, McDavid's the best. I don't know, man. This is fun. I like, it's a good challenge. Like, I feel like even for McDavid, he's in MacKinnon, they're like, oh no, it's nice. It brings out the best in every single, top athlete, top player for their respective team. They never admit it, but they're always scoreboard watching. Like, McDavid, he knows that he got jumped last night. Nikita Kucherov with the 4-point night. So it'll be fun. It's a three-player race down the stretch here. Nathan MacKinnon, Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov. I think Nikita Kucherov is going to win it. He just seems to go on an absolute tear to finish the season, the last few seasons, if I'm not mistaken. But man, Nikita Kucherov, one hell of a player, and he deserves a lot more respect. He absolutely does. And I don't know, man. I think there's a conversation to be had there that he is, in fact, the best player in the world. And I don't think people should get defensive. And I'm very curious because, I did the whole Connor McDavid, Nathan MacKinnon thing as well earlier in the season. And a lot of Nathan MacKinnon, Colorado Avalanche fans were just like, no, this is a ridiculous take. Nathan MacKinnon is by far better than Connor McDavid. And it's like, okay, sure, that's not really true, but okay, whatever. But I wonder what, Colorado Avalanche fans are saying about this with Nikita Kucherov. Like, are they giving him some roses? Like, oh, you know what? He is, in fact, the best player in the world. Or are they still like, nope, is it just because it's a McDavid thing? I don't know. But, it's awesome, man. I absolutely love it. It's hockey history, what we're watching with number 86, the right winger, drafted 2011 from the Tampa Bay Lightning, one of the best, if not the best, Russian hockey player ever. Might be a hot take, but might not, man. Like, he's put up points, more points in a season than Ovi has several times now. So I don't know, but I just wanted to give some props to Nikita Kucherov because he's an unreal talent, and I don't think he gets the props that he should be getting. So what are your guys' thoughts? Drop a comment down below. I'm very, very curious, guys. Very curious. Thanks for all the continued support. Like I said, I really, really appreciate it. We're on the road to 7K subs. If you guys like the content, if you could help me out, that would be dope. Would really, really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm hiccups right now. But yeah, thanks for all the continued support, guys. Like I said, at the end of every video, I highlight the most liked comment in my previous video. This was on Evan Bouchard. Is he the best defenseman in the world? Just wanted to see what people would say there. But at Dominator3936, he said, I still cannot believe this guy is so disrespected. But he's not the best, obviously. He is 4, in my opinion. Werenski, Hughes, and Makar are higher. Yep, that's a fair take. That's a fair take. And that was brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca, where they work around the clock for you. So thanks a lot, Dominator3936. Appreciate the comment. Guys, appreciate you. If you stayed this far, really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the continued support. Leave a like. Drop a comment down below. Subscribe, baby. I will see you in the next one. Don't be average when you can be above average. Peace.